Dinah, thank you so much for your time. And I want to start off with TranStar is, of course, a collaboration of four partners, that being Harris County, the City of Houston, Metro, and TxDOT. And so we're going to get to collaboration in just a minute. But first, I wanted to ask you, since you are the first and to date only woman executive director of TranStar, and we are celebrating National Women's Month, tell me a little bit about how unique and significant that is.
TranStar has been around since 1993. It was the brainchild of the four agencies that you mentioned. And by 1996, they had built a building, had a guy here running it, had another guy here running it, had another guy here running it. And finally, I outlasted the last guy and stepped into the role of executive director at TranStar. It is a fantastic place. It's innovative, it's exciting, every day is different. I think that as a woman, I bring a slightly different skill set than the engineers who preceded me. I'm not an engineer, and in some ways that's a benefit because I tend to see things from a slightly different, not necessarily process-oriented way. So I've been in this position since 2017 and have enjoyed almost every second of it.
You have those four distinct partner agencies that are coming together deliberately by the nature of TranStar. As executive director, what's been a priority for you in facilitating collaboration?
Well, I guess to make sure that everyone has the same set of information, because if you're not all informed in the same way, if you don't have the same set of facts, you're never really going to see things in the same way. So making sure that our communication is thorough, precise, clear, that's the key to us moving forward as a set of agencies that work well together.
To that point, it also ensures that there is equal voices at the table, and that's got to be really critical to collaboration. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we have four agencies, but you have four agencies, you have four personalities, you have four leaders with different goals and desires and dreams. And yet when they come to TranStar, they share the common mission and vision. So they come with their separate agencies' goals, but they understand that the TranStar goal is innovation and life-saving and providing services to the public that we do better than anywhere else.
Well, certainly transportation management, emergency management are critical to what TranStar does for the counties that you serve, but motorist safety is also a big piece of that. And we have been delighted to work with you on your It's Only White Line campaign. Can you talk a little bit about that and how that serves as an example of TranStar's commitment to motorist well-being and safety?
Sure. The separate agencies all have a commitment to what's called Vision Zero, which is zero fatalities on their roadways. We see an important part of that as it's only a white line. And what happens is a person's car will break down. They'll pull over onto the shoulder. They'll get out to see what happened. Is my tire flat? Am I out of gas? What's the deal? And someone driving past them may be going 80 miles an hour, texting, or sleepy, or otherwise impaired. And the white line of paint separating the moving lanes of traffic from the shoulder is all that's there to show that there's a difference in driving. People on the moving lanes of traffic are not looking at that white line, and they may not even notice that they've drifted into the shoulder. So our whole goal is to educate people about how important it is to get off the freeway, completely off the freeway, get to a safe place. Even if you're driving on the rims, even if you're damaging your car by getting to safety, a car can be replaced and a life cannot. So we're working with the insurance industry, the towing industry, HGAC, which is the Metropolitan Planning Organization for this region. We're working with law enforcement. We're working with the medical community to develop better statistical analysis to show how important this is so that we can keep this "It's Only a White Line" campaign going.
You know, and what an interesting tying everything up in a red bow point, because it does require that collaboration. And who better than TranStar to realize that collaboration in pulling together the contacts that you have in healthcare, in law enforcement, to not only collect that data, but to help in affecting change in behaviors among motorists. So it makes complete sense that this effort would live at TranStar.
Well, you know, an important part of that too, that there are cars who just simply cannot be moved. And it's so important that we've been able to include the towing industry through Tow and Go, which is a really vital aspect and saves lives, I'm sure, every day. They're towing about 3,000 disabled vehicles off the area freeways right now, every month, getting people to safety and it's no cost to the driver. So they get them out of the way, get them off the freeway, then they can take care of getting a tow, or they can get that driver to tow them somewhere else at their negotiated price. But it's saving their lives. It's saving lives to do that.
Well, listen, thank you so much, and continued success in your leadership there at TranStar.
Thank you, Kelli.